This sculpture, entitled Ghost, is by the contemporary British artist Rachel Whiteread. Whiteread created Ghost by making plaster castings of the walls, fixtures, and features of an actual room. She then assembled these units into a sculpture of the room in reverse. Ghost is a conceptually challenging and technically complex work that might be difficult to understand. However, we can begin to explore Whiteread's art by comparing it to the work of other artists. When asked to name an artist who had influenced her own method of casting spaces, Whiteread named the Italian Renaissance painter Piero della Francesca, and she specifically cited his painting, The Flagellation of Christ. While her answer might be unexpected, there are in fact instructive parallels between Whiteread and Piero. Their art evidences comparable strategies in the treatment of volume, mass, and space. Piero depicted human figures as solid masses positioned within volumes of space. Conversely, Whiteread transforms volumes of space into solid masses. Some of the differences between Whiteread and Piero are quite obvious. Piero was a Renaissance painter who depicted subjects from the Bible, and Whiteread is a contemporary sculptor who makes no spiritual claims for her work. Nevertheless, Whiteread found a precedent in Piero's art for her own project of visualizing the invisible. In creating Ghost, Whiteread explored the relationship between the human figure as a physical mass and the room as a volume of space. To answer some of these technical and conceptual questions, Whiteread studied Piero della Francesca's painting. She examined how Piero employed proportions and composition to organize his figures as sculptural forms within a volume of space. In addition to being one of the leading painters of the 15th century, Piero was also a mathematician. He was an innovator in the development of perspective. Perspective is a system by which artists can translate their observation of a three-dimensional world into a two-dimensional illusion. As Whiteread developed Ghost, Piero's art provided a model of how to give material form to the invisible spaces that exist between figures. His paintings depict figures and spaces with a visual method that encourages the viewer to conceive of these forms and volumes as solidly three-dimensional. This kinship between Rachel Whiteread and Piero della Francesca can be observed by comparing their artistic strategies in their treatment of volume, mass, and space. In his painting, Piero depicted bodies as sculptural masses positioned within a volume of space. And in Ghost, Whiteread transformed a volume of space into a sculptural mass. This comparison of Piero della Francesca and Rachel Whiteread enriches our engagement of both of these artists.